engine drop when you can smoke and fly. Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are botheads.
And of course, welcome to another episode of Comics on Cannabis, where us as comedians partake in this lovely plant, whether we consume it, smoke it, imbibe it. We give you our take of what's going on in the world as we enjoy it. It's just a good time, and thank you for being here. Of course, my name is Ed Cho. I am your host, along with the beautiful Sue Golden.
Hi.
And of course, next to Sue, we have the big man, Mr. Derek Michael.
What's going on? What is up?
Crazy. What's up, gentlemen? Ladies?
You know.
All right. And Ming, by the way. Ming, hello. Ming behind the board. There's Ming behind the board. We always love Ming being back there as hell. All right. Today started off as a very weird day. And I'm just going to talk about it because I've never had a day start like this ever, I don't think. So I was just kind of working out. I was at the gym working out.
You joined the gym?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was doing the not the elliptical, the
Stairmaster?
the thing you walk, the
Treadmill?
the treadmill. Thank you.
Oh, the thing you walk.
And it was this morning, and then I feel something while I'm doing it. I feel something on my lower lip there. So I'm like, what? It's like it was like something tickling. So then I like
come right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the story's over. Now it's it.
I thought herpes.
Well, what ended up happening was I pulled it. I was trying to knock it away, and it was still there. And now I could feel it. Now I can actually feel it moving. And I'm trying, and it's not like going away. And I'm like, and it's not. It finally it falls off. And it was like this spider tick weird thing on the
shit.
Yeah, and it was like holding on to and then it went away, and I was trying to kill it, and I think it just went under the machine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's your last day at that gym.
Yeah.
Well, that threw me off. So I was like, what the that imagine that's got to creep you out.
Yeah.
So then and then about like 15-20 minutes later, it started feeling like a little sore. And then I saw this it went down now finally, but there was like this bump. This red weird bump where it was hanging on.
Yeah.
So and I was like, oh my God, I hope I'm not allergic. And it was kind of growing a little bit. It went down. I don't know if you can still see it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself here, I hope I'm not allergic. But for the whole day, I had this weird. My friend said it could have been a wolf spider, because a wolf spider has fangs and it'll hold on to you.
Right.
Yeah. So it was crazy. So for the day, I thought I had this weird red thing, and I had this wolf spider weird herpes on my.
You sure that's what it is? Because we just shared this.
Okay, is that what it? I don't know if it looked like that. It was smaller and darker than what that was, but it creeped me out, and I'm like, man,
oh man, that would freak me out.
I can't imagine how creepy you are. When you're trying to knock it off. And it's holding on even tighter because now I think it's in defense mode.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it must have been biting me or something. And I was like, yeah. So I was scared. But I was like, should I go to a doctor? Shouldn't I go to a doctor? Because it got red. And it was getting larger. But then finally it went down. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I'm not allergic.
This is why we don't go to the gym.
Yes, you are safe from spiders. But what a way to start the day. And I don't know, man. People have an arachnophobia, I guess, for spiders.
Yeah.
I don't really mind them that much.
But
this
on your
thing,
lip?
But this thing freaked me out. Yeah, this thing was crazy. What are you laughing about?
Fine with spiders, but he's afraid of clowns.
I can't stand clowns. I cannot stand clowns. But yeah, I mean that just a crazy way of kicking off the day. But let's. I'm glad that we're all here. Let's kick it off with, of course, our friends at Journey Hemp Comp Fizzy. We have to crack open our Fizzy. How much do we enjoy?
So
This
much.
drink here,
What's the flavor of
This one is the
orange or mango?
No, it's the mango. What is it? It's the mango. The mango.
Let's see. It says Mango Tango.
The Mango Tango. So thank you to our friends at Fizzy of always being able to keep us happy and hydrated with their delicious Fizzy. So here's to this one, guys.
Cheers, Mang.
Cheers to you, man.
Cheers to you.
So there goes that. So how about you guys? Anything exciting happen in your morning? Because that was mine, having a wolf spider or something stuck to my lip, and then I had a wolf spider
I wouldn't
herpes
be
all
able to
day.
get over that. That would take me at least 7 hours to get over.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't huge. It was like.
But I would be like, just wondering, like, where did it come from? Was it in my car? Was it at the gym? Like, where was it? Was it hiding in my hair? Like, where was it?
Well, that's a really
Before
good
it
question.
made its way to your lip.
Because I was thinking about that. Wouldn't I have felt it? You know, or it was crawling up me, and that's where it held on, and I felt it, and that's when I tried knocking it off. You know,
There are a lot of insects out there that have a kind of numbing effect when they sting you, because it's a defense mechanism. It might have been that. It might have bit you, and you might have been a little bit, you know.
Really?
numb.
You think? I think it kind of made its way up. I just didn't notice, or it made its
If
way
it
up.
made its way all the way up to your face from your feet, and you didn't feel it, I would say something. It probably landed on your shirt and hopped onto your.
Yeah, well, I was working out too, so it's not. It was kind of moving, so it wasn't like I was like sleeping and you could feel it.
I skeeve.
But you know,
You don't shower at the gym and shit. Like
no,
that, do you?
no, that freaks me out actually.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
your foot
skin and
fungus.
shit. You ended up with one on your ball.
That would have been a much more interesting story. I was like, hey, you know what? I felt something in my ball, and I tried and it wouldn't come off.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
And then I had this weird herpes on my ball, and then it kept growing.
Blame the bite.
But that's scary. Are you scared of bugs in general?
I don't like them in my house or indoors. If I see one outside, I won't like harm it. And I'm also a catch and release type of person, so I try, but I don't like them inside. Because then I wonder, are there more? Like no.
Well, cockroaches are. That's different. The cockroaches.
I would just fucking move if I had roaches. I think.
I would just move.
Well, I mean, isn't that like a sign that you have a dirty place? It's a really disgusting place because they only like congregate in like really seedy, dirty places.
Maybe, but they also lay their eggs in like cardboard boxes, from what I understand. So if you get like a delivery or something, and it's a cardboard box, and they have their eggs in there, I guess they can like.
Oh, I guess.
No, I hope that never happens.
I hope not.
Ugh.
When I think cockroaches, I just actually when I think cockroach. Did you guys ever see Up in Smoke?
Yes.
Do you remember when Chong was sitting there and there was a cockroach that was
He
just
tried to
crawling,
smoke it.
and then he crushed it and he's like, and he put it in his pipe. And he started smoking it.
I don't remember that, but
That's just too funny. But that's the only thing I think of, like roaches. But
weed roaches.
Yeah.
weed
I like
roaches. Weed roaches.
Yes, I have an infestation of weed roaches.
Normally I don't. Do you?
In my house, but they're contained.
I like the weed roaches because then you undo them and then
Yeah.
you put it all in there. But it's harsh because all the resin that's
Yeah,
in them.
it's nice though.
It's nice.
Yeah. I
it's
like that.
nice. Derek.
All different strains.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like a salad. It's a roach salad.
Salad.
We used to put them.
Exactly.
We used to put them in the bong. There'd be a few left, and at the end of the night, you'd throw it in the
Yeah.
bong. All of the.
Yeah. Do you
Roaches.
remember when we were younger, Derek, when we used to go to be in his basement and he had this Sherlock and we smoked out of it so much that there was this big ball of resin that would
that's
jingle in there.
Yeah, it was like the size of a marble.
It was and we would just jingle it.
Did you
and
smoke it?
it broke. Well, his Sherlock broke.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Then he had no choice.
Oh,
but
did the bong water go every? Is that what a
No,
Sherlock
it was a
is?
Sherlock.
No,
No,
it was a Sherlock.
What is that?
It was a pipe.
Like
Oh,
Sherlock.
okay. I didn't know what that was. I was thinking of Magic Garden.
Oh yeah.
King Puppet. That's the only Sherlock I know.
Yeah, but
And Holmes.
all that resin that
What a waste.
Well, we smoked it. And stuff. Do you remember you had a steamroller too? He had a.
Oh yeah,
he had
that thing was ridiculous, dude.
What's that?
A steamroller. It's open. It's imagine just like a pipe. It's open on both ends, and you stick a bowl on one side, drill it through, and you just hold the end.
Oh wow.
Yeah, who'd hold it? But we smoked out of it so much that it was hard. It was actually hard to pull. So Derek said, "We'll just clean it out. Let's clean it out with the hanger." And then it came out like cheese whiz. Remember?
Yeah. It was so tarry. It was like tar.
It was. Yeah. God, we were miscreants. We smoked a lot. That was a lot.
We would make the gravitrons.
Yep.
From the fucking. Yeah.
Oh, those gravitrons are so good. What was the best way you've ever smoked? Was it using a gravitron, or remember those volcanoes?
I don't remember volcanoes. I remember just like we smoked I don't know, I prefer just regular like joints or blunts or something, but prefer joints. But we smoked we got the most high we got was when we unstuffed a cigar and then stuffed it back in. I think they call it the Godfather. So you take like a regular cigar and you don't cut it. You just pull out the middle and you stuff the middle with the weed.
Oh, so it's a huge. So it's like a huge.
Yeah,
blunt.
and we would put like honey on it so it would burn slower. We thought anyway.
Wait, you take out all the tobacco?
Yeah, we use a tweezer and then
Hollow it
just
out, yeah.
hollow it out and then stuff it with weed.
No
was fun.
kidding. I never
Yeah.
even thought about doing that. Like a big fat
I'll
like
bring
cigar?
one in.
Yeah. Like a big fat cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to wiggle it back and forth to get the...
Yeah.
No, but you can't do that with a cigar. With a cigar,
Yeah, you
if you
can.
wiggle it back and forth, you'll break the leaf.
No, you got to do it gently.
Yeah.
You got to start it right at the end, get a little bit, and then keep going back until you get to the
once
base.
you get like most of it out, it comes out pretty like easily.
Really?
Yeah.
God, what am I missing out
We
on?
should-
We're
I'm
not
gonna bring
buying
that
like
in,
Cuban
yeah.
cigars to do this, it's not that hard to get it out.
I had no idea that I think I missed. I've done blunts. And I think we all like
Oh
blunts.
God, I've
We all-
smoked a lot of blunts.
Yeah.
Like, joints are my favorite, but they're wasteful. Apparently, that they say, but those are my favorite, or or Dutchie, of course. But yeah, it's. I don't think I've ever cut a cigar, pulled it out, and stuffed it with weed. That's interesting.
You don't even have to cut it, really. You
That's
just
a lot of
unstuff
bud.
it. It is a lot.
You got to put like a quarter.
It's
in there.
at least a quarter, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
a lot of bud.
I love the act of smoking.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
that's why like when I do like a gravity or when we used to do the bongs or like we smoke out of apples. Remember that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knew how to
or the
make an apple out
cans
of
if
a
you're a
bong.
real fucking
Yep.
degenerate.
Oh, you had the can.
We've
right.
done that
and then
before.
someone would
Yes, we
like
have.
cough and blow it over, and then they're the loser of the night.
Oh my, loser of the night. I remember that. Derek, where were we?
We were in Atlantic City, and we were going around trying to find a paper at every store there, and nobody had one. So we bought a soda and made a fucking can bomb.
It was so.
You turn into MacGyver when you fucking want to smoke.
no doubt.
Don't we? Though
You find a way.
We were so pathetic. We were going to everybody. Hey, do you have weed? And then we found the shadiest guy in
And
the
they were
world.
like, "Do you have any?" Oh yeah. Remember, he was like,
Come on, come with us.
No. The first thing he said was, "Oh yeah, give me $50 and I'll be right back." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, we're like,
Yeah, no problem.
I might have been born on a Wednesday, wasn't last Wednesday.
but then he's like, come follow us, and we're like following him because we're just we're degenerates. We wanted weed, and then remember it was that corner.
Yeah,
he's like, follow us to the house over
And it
there.
just got creepier as
Like
we went.
Jimmy Conway. With
Yeah.
And then Derek and I were like, no. This is about as far as we go, man.
Yeah.
We want to get high, but we don't want to get that high. Like that was creepy. But,
Yeah.
But I do
would've
remember.
kept going, probably.
Oh, yeah. She's like, no, you would have been.
But I don't leave home without it, so that's the only thing.
Well, we were kids. Like we were much younger.
Well, yeah.
We were much younger.
It's different then. You don't know where the fuck you're gonna get it from.
But I remember that. Yeah, we were looking for paper, or we were looking for anything we could smoke it out of. And did we finally get any? I don't even remember.
Oh, jeez.
Like
Yes, we did, because that's why we were walking around, because we didn't have any papers. Remember?
Then we got the can.
That's
then
what we
finally got
we finally got some.
Wow,
It was so weird. We were standing on that busy street, and just like after like somebody that looked like they smoked pot went by, we're like, "And we got any bud?"
Yeah.
Just sitting there, and they're walking by. Eventually, somebody stopped. Yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
Just gotta take it in the can sometime.
Well, the fact that we're smoking like the weed and we make the cans and we do all that. Let's go on to our first story here, because I honestly feel if you're gonna smoke, you got to have a place to go, right? You should have a place to hang out.
Yeah.
You should have a. And this is pretty sad. When they legalized weed, I thought you go to a dispensary, you go to those lounges, it's gonna be awesome. It's a place to hang. It's a place to right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately here, some New Jersey cannabis dispensary owners are now stuck with these empty lounges, which you can see here. So it's unfortunate because some of these owners are frustrated because the
High Rollers
look at this.
dispensary in Atlantic City has been finished for nearly a year. But after
I know that place, by the way, too.
rolling dice
Yeah,
and
I've never-
spending more than $1 million to build it, the wait to open goes on for John Cohn and the company's 85 investors.
You can imagine the questions, why did you build it? Why isn't it open?
The idea is to provide dispensary customers with safe, regulated places to consume cannabis
He
products
looks
and
like Frankie Avalon.
socialize.
Sit here and look at this room empty for the past, almost year that we've been open.
Oh, he definitely smokes pot.
Been very aggravating for us.
Dispensary
Yes.
operators we spoke
Yes.
with
It's
say
only
New
$40
Jersey's
a joint.
regulatory approval process has taken a lot longer to roll out than they expected.
Okay, you can stop it
The
here, I
state
guess.
Began accepting
So-
lounge applications
so-
in January.
Let's think about that. You had the high rollers there that apparently, according to this, they spent around $1 million to fix it up, open it, get it going. And now the regulatory process is now not allowing it to happen. It will finally. But they're getting to the point of like, when will this happen? And I don't know about you guys, but if bars are open and people can drink and have fun with alcohol, why would there be such a problem with this? Having a dispensary, having a place you could lounge out, a nice place you can lounge out, and just like, why? What's your opinion on it? Because for me, I'm really trying to put my head together on why, how do you stop something? Like, look, what is the point of stopping having a cannabis lounge? If anything, it's good, someplace for people to go and smoke, so you don't have, you know. Do you guys have anything?
What are they trying to regulate? First of all, I mean,
why aren't they?
You know, what is their hold up? You know, honestly,
it's a whole regulatory process saying that, well, you know, you can only sell so much weed. You can only, you know,
is it a dispensary too?
It's a dispensary as well.
But
too,
okay.
they didn't know this. Like, are these surprise things that keep popping up, or?
Yes, it is, because they thought it was going to be quicker. They thought if New Jersey's going to, if New Jersey, the state, is going to legalize cannabis, what a smart idea then to get a dispensary or have a lounge.
Right.
The two should go hand in hand.
Right.
But,
no, I agree with that. But I mean, honestly, I kind of get where it was a little bit of a dumb idea if you think about it. Because if you're expecting, I'm sorry, to have bureaucracy go fast, then I don't know what state or country you've been living in, because that stuff is all red tape and it's favors and it's, you know, different districts don't want pot in their area, you know, so this one, you know, it's basically, you know, do you want it or not? And will I get elected if I do this again? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but that's enough for you to stay away from something like that, from having a cannabis lounge. And
what I don't understand is they have the license. Why don't they just, you know, close off a portion of the lounge and just still sell bud? That way they're making money.
It's not them. I don't know what it is. It's just empty. Apparently, you can't hang out there and you can't smoke weed and just kind of chill there. I mean, I don't get it. And I've been there. It's like, it's in Atlantic City, and the High Rollers Lounge is cool. It's a very neat place. I talked to the manager there. I was like, listen, I would love to do my podcast there. And he was like, I would be open to that, which is cool. I wanted to put a comedy show there. They actually had a comedy show up on top of the High Rollers. Like, you can have a comedy show up on top. I don't think it went too well. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Well, I know who ran it, but I don't want to talk about it. But it didn't go as well as they thought it was going to go, which we can do a much better job. You and I would like literally smoke the house off of that place just from laughing.
But,
now, but
I think it's a good time. Like, I like, you know, but it's only when I'm with my friends and like we have an event planned or something. Like we did the puff and paint once where you smoke.
Oh, yeah. Is that
like
good? You like that?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I had
Okay.
such a great time. Yeah. Or a comedy show, like you said. I feel like if they were to help, like maybe invest some money in getting someone big in there, or like make a show, or like you said. But if you can't, so you can't do anything in it. You can't do anything. No smoking, no nothing.
No, I believe it's open. I think you could still purchase weed and stuff, but it's not like the lounge. The whole lounge area is not really going. So it really, it's stupid. And it's not just them. It's other places that aren't allowed to have, which really kind of stinks because I don't know. Like Derek, like you were like, I could see Derek's point where it may be stupid because
you know what they're doing right now. They're figuring out how do I zone this. Like places are zoned for a bar or zoned for a club or zoned for residential. You know what I mean? Pot is a new thing. So how do you zone it? You know they're going to argue over that for a long time. Just that something that small would be 3 months.
But I'm going to think they thought about that because it's there. Yeah. Like High Rollers is there. Other lounges are there. You know, before they broke ground, they must have known that this, you know.
I think the difference is though, like most people prefer not drinking alone at home. They want to go out, they want to go to a bar, they want to drink and stuff like that. But nobody has a problem with staying home and smoking.
Correct.
You know, like some people prefer it like in the comfort of their own home. So like I say, unless they're going to have like events or parties or something, then like many people like probably, why should I go there? Like they can go in their hotel room in Atlantic or whatever, you know, and smoke.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I never really thought about. Well, do you get? Well, no.
I would go. I mean, if I was there,
but that's not a bad. I never thought about it that way because when you smoke weed, when you drink, you kind of want to be more social,
right? Otherwise, you feel like a total loser, like drinking at home alone. I would imagine, you know.
You're so right, but when you puff out,
Doesn't you could be in your car alone singing?
Yeah, you don't care, But like I said, if they should maybe try to do events or do something to promote it or get people in, they got to,
Oh well, I think they are. I mean, there was a promotion for it, which is why I went there and I talked to the manager.
Okay. So what do you think? Like, what's the fucking problem?
What do I think? It sucks.
All right, so they should close the door and fucking take it as a loss.
Well,
now.
you make
what they should do is they're gonna have Comics with Cannabis there, and we're gonna do a hell of a comedy show.
There you go.
We're gonna do a
You know what they could do is just invite a whole bunch of people to come into the lounge and smoke.
Plus, like the prices. I'm sorry, but the prices there are fucking ridiculous for the most part.
But think about it. If you do that and they say, well, you can't do this, what all am I breaking? There's no law governing this, so...
Yeah. I just think it sucks, though. It's enough where it's a news story where if you have a lounge, you'd be pissed. And I'd be mightily pissed right now if I had a lounge. I'd be like, what the fuck? I spent all that money and I can't... What? But...
Yeah, that's a big loss if it doesn't go the way they want it to go. But I hope it does for them,
I don't think... In the last 30 seconds or 45 seconds, I don't think I look at consumption lounges the same because she said that. Because you're looking at a consumption lounge, oh, how cool. You can hang out with friends and smoke. You can do that in a hotel room.
Yep.
Right.
You could do that you can't do it at a, okay, I don't know if they serve food. They probably don't.
That's a huge, that's a no-no.
Yeah, but I don't know if they serve food. So if they serve food, then I could see you going with your friends, smoking and munching and yada, yada, yada. But
there's some fucking PlayStations or something in there, There's something that they could do at home, but they don't want to be at home because they don't like their wives or their spouse. And then they could just go there. They could puff. They could, whatever, watch movies or make it a little bit something.
I think it's a high-end place. I think they're trying to make it into a high-end place. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad.
On a peg. It's,
I really do kind of hope they open up. Because I'm gonna go, you're gonna go, we're gonna go. Absolutely, right?
Sure.
And like I said, I wanted to put a banger comedy show there, and they did it. Didn't go too well, but we can write that ship.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we could definitely write.
If they want us to.
If you don't, you're lost.
There you go.
It's really just that simple. And if they have food, that would help as well. But speaking of food and cannabis. I love this. My gosh. Do you guys ever get edible arrangements?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I throw away the undipped ones.
What was the name of that group, Ed, that we were getting all those meals, infused meals prepared for in Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah. They did our Comics on Cannabis too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it escapes me right now.
Right?
But they were awesome. Yeah, that was, but this is totally different because that was actually entrees. Like entrees.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Oh my god.
If a guy sent me an edible arrangement, I'd fuck him right away.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Because check this out. Edible arrangements, which I love.
Yeah.
The fruits, the shit. They're entering the cannabis industry. Look at this! With a new kind of delivery service. Boom! Boom! The company behind Edible Arrangements is entering the cannabis market, launching a new delivery service for hemp products.
About time.
You look at this, Edible Brands, best known for its line of ornate fruit arrangements, announced on Thursday that it was expanding to start selling different kinds of edibles, hemp gummies, drinks, and supplements. So there it is. The products can be purchased for delivery from a new site, edibles.com. We are not sponsored by them, but I say just go. Because how do you go wrong with that? What took so long?
Yeah.
What took so long?
Because anytime you read it, edible arrangements, I think of edibles, right? So I always did.
I didn't even.
Just my train of thought.
She's just on a roll today with like. You're on a roll. You're like the way I'm thinking about like lounges, and now I didn't even put the two together. Edible arrangements. Did you?
Yeah.
Edible.
Yes, I did.
Edible, yeah.
With weed, really?
Yes, I did.
I just thought.
I can't wait.
Delicious fruit.
So I want to. Are there any images of bouquets or anything?
I don't think there are. Let's see. I don't think so. Probably not. Might be a little bit too early for that right now.
Dude, if I was grieving, I'd much rather have that than somebody give me some freaking flowers.
You're right.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
Or
right
not
there.
grieving, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm grieving right now, all day. Send it to my house.
Is there anything that wouldn't make you feel better about?
Oh, hell no.
Nothing.
Hell no.
Easter's coming.
Yes.
There you go.
Easter's coming. Send that.
Throw it
There
in
you
a-
go.
Don't tell anybody. And I bet it's delicious.
I want to try that.
And I bet. So don't you know?
Gentlemen, send it over.
There you go. We should just buy it and then do our podcast and just kind of pick
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we do that. We'll stuff a Godfather.
Well,
What
there
else
you
are we
go.
gonna do? Yeah.
And that's what we're
Stuff
gonna make
with
that
Godfather.
happen.
Wow.
We're definitely gonna make that happen. How do you? When I saw that, I don't know when I got excited.
Exciting. I'm excited.
I got excited because I always loved edible arrangements. I thought they were the greatest
Yeah.
things. You know, they're a little pricey, but you're paying for
They
fruit.
are.
You're paying for fruit and dipped fruit and
You're also paying for kind of the novelty and the creativity
Yeah.
with which it was, you know, the BS.
yes.
This is I did in my car. It's very pretty. It's art.
The pineapple petals with the
Exactly.
melon ball middle.
I think edible arrangements took off because it was healthy. I mean, not when you dipped it in chocolate, but it's
Original,
healthy.
like, you know,
Yeah.
Is it original though? I mean, people have made fruit.
just the way
Oh.
they make it, like you
Yeah.
said, like artwork, you know? Like
Yeah.
Harry and David's, they'll throw some fucking pears in a basket and you get that, but they don't
Right.
like make it all. And I like that shit too. I like any food delivery.
But do you look a big
Pretty much.
DoorDash, Uber Eats kind of
Oh,
girl?
of course. Well,
Yeah.
I don't pay the fees.
Oh, you were telling me
but
about that, yeah.
I'd rather do it. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit, Mick. I just call
love
them.
them. But what, like, if I like the pineapple ones, I like the chocolate covered strawberries and really good. The grapes you could fucking keep, but like I said, they're for the middle, you know.
What's your favorite fruit?
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
What about you?
My favorite fruit. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Durian.
No, I can't
What's that?
stand durian.
Durian fruit, it's
It's-
not allowed on airplanes. It smells that bad when you cut
It's
into it.
terrible. Yeah. Watermelon's good. What is my favorite fruit?
Ranch chips. It's Ed's
It's
favorite
my fruit. You know what? I like grapes. You don't like grapes. I mean,
Cotton candy grapes. I like.
I
And
like
have-
grape. What are those?
They taste like cotton
You like
candy.
those, May? They're ridiculous. They're grapes that taste like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Are they pink?
What?
Are they pink?
No, they're not pink.
No, they're green, but there's no seeds because fuck seeds. I'm not doing all
Cotton candy grapes. Tell me these aren't genetically. Like
Are
these,
they?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, these are
Totally.
genetically. These
I
are
like to
not
believe it was
natural.
like
Yeah, cotton candy
candy.
doesn't grow out in the wild.
I like to believe it was on a big like cotton candy tray, but yeah, I guess. But everything is fuck. All your fruit, unless it has the Fords, whatever, is genetically modified.
Walking through the gumdrop forest.
Either you eat regular grapes that are genetically modified, or ones that taste like cotton candy. All right, they're not natural, maybe, but
I gotta try those. They're that good, huh?
they're delicious.
Yeah,
No
they are.
kidding.
They're really good.
You can get them here.
Yeah,
In Jersey?
supermarket.
Called cotton candy grapes.
They cost more than weed, but it's okay.
Oh, can't have that. Well, let's infuse those. Like you were saying, that's what you need. Infused cotton candy grapes.
Are they really? I gotta look into that. I never really
What?
looked at the ingredients. I just got a little caught up in the cotton candy.
You gotta. I gotta get in on that. See, I'm losing here,
So
guys.
grapes.
Yeah.
You like the red ones? Well,
I like the green ones. I don't mind the red ones. The seeds kind of get to me, but I just kind of eat those. I don't
you don't
really
you
spit
chew
them
on
out.
the seeds and everything. Then you're gonna grow a grape tree in your stomach.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
You'll be lucky if it's in your
I
stomach.
grew a watermelon.
What's your
What about
favorite?
you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like a nectarine. I like. Really like there are peaches. Like those
It's just a
kinds of things.
peach without fuzz, right?
It's like,
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a waxed peach.
Plums are really good too.
Anything in its ripe, when they're ripe
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
all
So
pink
good.
middle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Is avocado a fruit or is that a vegetable?
It's a vegetable, I think.
Is that-
Well, it might not
I thought
actually
it was
be
a
a vegetable,
fruit.
but
Is avocado?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ming, is avocado a fruit or vegetable?
It's just avocado.
Well,
Okay.
it's its own
Avocados
thing.
from Mexico.
It's its own thing.
All right.
All right. Well, there's that.
And
So
pineapples.
good for you, edible arrangements. We're all there for you. Now, going back to what Derek thinks I like those Cool Ranch and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's
I
like
dig it.
powdered fucking puke. I'm sorry.
Well, let me tell you what's crazy here. And this, there's a lot of stupid things that people buy at auction, right? A lot of dumb things.
Yeah, yeah.
And us being weed smokers, we get the munchies.
Yeah.
And we appreciate things. So we like Cheetos. I like Cheetos.
Oh, they're
You like
fantastic.
Cheetos? So
Yeah.
check this out. So how stupid. A Cheeto shaped like a Pokemon character, the Charizard, was sold at auction for $90,000.
Oh my God.
Now you have people that'll buy this. So what do you have here, ladies and gentlemen, is you have a 3-inch long flaming hot Cheeto in the shape of a Pokemon, the Charizard. So apparently it's affixed to a customized Pokemon card and then encapsulated in a clear card storage box.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this. It was initially discovered and preserved sometime between 2018 and 22 by First and Gold Collectibles, and the Cheetos surged in popularity on social media platforms in 2024. So it was very recent. So there were 60 bids on it, and the winning bid was $72,000 plus the buyer's premium, which brings it to around 80, 90 grand.
Wow.
So it just happened to turn out that way.
It just happened. Yeah, you don't make it like that. Some idiot said, this looks like a... Well, look at that. I didn't even know it was called a Cheetos Art. I see what you did there.
Art.
Very well done. Very well done. But it's called the Charizard, but it's a Cheetos Art. And yeah, it came out of the bag. I guess it looked like that. Some guy decided, hey, look at this. This is crazy. I'm going to box it. Did they PSA it?
No.
Okay.
How would you do? How would you PSA it? There's nothing else to compare it to.
Would that surprise you if somebody from PSA said, I'll PSA the PSA?
I mean, maybe as a promotional thing.
Yeah, but $90,000. Now, if you had that much money, is this something you would buy? Because I have to think that there's only one in the world like it.
No fucking way.
No way. I mean, can you imagine the buyer's remorse the moment you finish eating it?
You're not going to eat it.
I'm kidding.
Fucked hard.
No, but like, if you have enough money to buy it, what are you gonna buy it for? To resell it? Like, for what? To look at it?
Well,
just to say you have it?
Either you're a big Cheeto fan or you're a big Pokemon fan.
Right.
There's no other reason you'd buy that. Or, like I said, there's only one in the world. Right? There's only one in the world. Now, if anybody ate that, oh my God, that, like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine Doritos just fucking starting to make those so this drops in value like a...
What, like a Cheetos? Well...
They keep making more of them on purpose?
Can you imagine?
Now there's 80 of them.
Do you like crunchy or puffy cheese doodles?
Crunchy.
You crunchy?
Yeah.
I like both. I like the crunchy are better because they don't get all over your fingers.
Oh, I like that part.
Yeah, well, no, that's really weird, but okay.
No, like when you lick it off.
Yeah, and you lick, or other people's fingers off, like
when
that.
you lick the other people's. No, I don't even eat that shit anymore. But
would you eat a Cheeto shaped Charizard Pokemon Cheeto for 90 grand?
Would I eat it?
If they paid me to eat it, 90 grand, or just eat a 90 grand Cheeto.
I would be afraid to go near that thing because I would probably break it and I'd get sued or something.
And you know how many people probably tell, oh, look at that? Like, I don't know.
I just gotta. The reason that came in is I like Cheetos. I do. But
like the flaming ones, or
just Cheetos in general. I like Cheetos. So when I saw this, I was like, really? Would, like, if I had fuck you money? Wow. Hold on a minute here. Did I just see that there's a Michael Jordan? Can we pull that up again?
Breaking news.
All right.
Look at
all
that.
All right. I think I just saw it. I think Ming's going to bring it up. There's another Cheeto out there, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe is... Oh, here it is. No, there's the Cheeto for... There's Charizard. But I saw, it was Michael... Was it Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
I think there's another Cheeto out there.
Jordan.
It is. That's shaped like Jordan. Was that sold, or does that just look like Michael Jordan?
It's on up for auction now.
It's up for auction now.
Wow.
This is the thing. Guys, I said we go out, buy a bunch of Cheetos, and find something that looks like something.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
But it has to be iconic.
Oh, yeah. Or we'll just we can connect them and fucking glue them together.
We got to do that. I don't think that'll work. You know, now that I think about it, let's talk about that. What would be... Ming, you're a pop culture... like what would be a Cheeto, like the Nike, like what is, think about what's recognizable? Obviously the Michael Jordan dunk, a Charizard if you're a Pokemon fan, right? The Nike swoosh.
Yeah.
The Nike swoosh is I guess everybody knows the Nike swoosh.
How about the the Heisman?
The Heisman trophy?
That pose.
Oh, the Heisman. That's not bad either. It's not as big as the Jordan dunk. Like there's people where do you know what the Heisman pose is?
No.
There it is. But you've seen the dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody had a broken windshield that had it looked exactly.
Oh,
like that.
really?
I'll show you a picture.
Man, you got to know.
How about Rocky? The top of the steps, like
that's a good one.
The
you know
Rocky,
what I mean?
That's a good one.
That's a good idea.
There you go. Now you're
I
thinking.
couldn't even predict this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
But I just.
But you got to join. You have to join the conversation.
I don't know what idiot bought the other one. I saw a clip of Steve Aoki, the DJ. He wants the Jordan one.
Steve Aoki, he's got the money for it.
He's got more money than God. He's probably going to win this thing.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Like, what are you gonna do with that? Okay, the Rocky
He
one.
said he wanted to put it over his bed.
Are you serious?
That's what he said. Yeah.
He's a weird dude. Have you ever seen interviews with Steve
Buy
Aoki?
those Cheetos and feed
Yeah.
starving
Weird
children.
and he's rich. So.
Yeah, he's weird and he's rich. I guess all DJs are. But you got to give me something here, Ming. I know it's stupid. He gave me the Rocky. I was thinking the Nike Swish is the only thing I could think of
Dude,
that everybody knows. You're a pop culture phenomenon. Like, you got to know something that everybody knows.
I mean, Pokemon's
Darth
big
Vader?
right now. Darth Vader's a good one.
But you can't get a Cheeto that looks like Darth Vader.
How ironic would it be if there was one of Trump?
Oh, orange. Beautifully done.
There you go.
Beautifully done.
Millions of
could
dollars.
look like that one.
His fans will buy it.
He looks like it a little bit.
Yep.
Like the head there.
Yeah, you're right.
Beautifully done. All right, well, so we're going to end it on that. I mean, how can you go any further than that? But thank you, guys. We hope you enjoyed another episode here of Comics on Cannabis. Feel free to like and subscribe. We love you guys when you listen, when you watch. And also go to our IG page. It's at Comics on Cannabis. So until next time, thank you for watching, and we are out.